This live broadcast of Wayne Finger Lakes High School soccer is brought to you by Bondadent Dental Laboratories, committed to our community and proud to support local high school student athletes. DeSanto Propane, Little John and Barbie Orthodontics, for our lumber and building supplies, Sinicropi Florist, CV Designs, Fall Street Brewing Company, Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, Seneca Falls Country Club, and Parker's Grill and Tap House.
Good morning, soccer fans. You are looking live at the Bracht Field on the campus of Mynderse Academy. Welcome to breakfast at Bracht Field, a little Saturday morning soccer to get your weekend going as the Mynderse Lady Blue Devils take on the Wayne Eagles in a Finger Lakes East girls varsity soccer matchup. Good morning, everybody. I'm Jim Sinicropi alongside Coach Al Loucks again. And Coach, Saturday morning soccer, and then you got a doubleheader, Manchester United.
I'm well prepared for that game as well. But looking forward to this matchup. This matchup should be great. Both teams fighting to gain some sectional points. Both coming off a win recently, and we should see a really competitive match today. So I'm looking forward to it.
And Mynderse off their first win of the season on Wednesday night, a game you saw here on FingerLakes1.com, a 3-1 win over Mid-Lakes with goals by Ella Worth, Darby Lukowski, and Cammie Rook. And that was our first look at these girls, Coach, and your impressions on the team in general.
Yeah, I thought they played really well the other night. Of course, I think the competition tonight's going to be even stronger. They did get some quality pressure against them the other night against Mid-Lakes, but tonight, this morning,
Yep.
Here we are this morning. But this morning, I think with Wayne's going to put a little bit of pressure on, especially in the middle third of the field. So I think the ability for Ella Worth and the rest of the midfield there with Kohlberger, they're going to have to move the ball much quicker than they did successfully the other night. This morning, that little bit of change of direction and speed is going to be very important.
So this is a Wayne Eagles team, Coach, that has really much owned this Mynderse program in recent history over the past 3 years. Last season, Wayne with a 6-0 win over Mynderse, and that was at Wayne. 2 years ago in 2018, a 3-0 win for Wayne, and then you go back to 3 years ago in 2017, Wayne won 5-1, and then in the end of season tournament, 3-0. But different players, different teams. This Mynderse program on the upswing, and this Wayne team, if you're looking at common opponents, I suppose, this Wayne team beat Waterloo 3-0. Mynderse lost in overtime to Waterloo 2-1. They tied Mid-Lakes, a team that Mynderse beat 3-1 a few nights ago. And both teams losing to Pelmac and Penyan. This Wayne team beat Geneva. Of course, Mynderse lost 1-0 to Geneva. And then Mynderse lost 1-0 to Newark in overtime. And Newark also beat this Wayne team 2-1. So on paper, this year looks like a pretty even matchup.
Yeah, Jim, I think one of the things you always have to keep in mind with soccer is that any given day is a little bit different. The matchups are different. So it's not always just about how the team in things play, but it's how the buildup occurs. So as the buildup occurs and we free that player, that final player sprung into the attacking third, what's the 1v1 matchup at that point? Mm-hmm. What are the opportunities kids can finish? And obviously in certain situations, as we just went over the last 4 years, Mynderse only scoring 1 goal against Wayne, giving up 17 in 4 matches. That's a lot of deficit to take over today. Certainly, as you had mentioned, the teams are totally different. This Mynderse team, very young. It's had a lot of off-season coaching, not only by Coach Morn, but by yourself, by Dr. Worth. A lot of folks that have put some great time in to really build this team up a little bit. So I think between these two groups today, we should see a really challenging game. And again, I'm going to go back and say let's see how it develops. But I'm going to say we're going to see a game that's played between the boxes. Mm-hmm. So we're going to see a lot of play between the top of the 18 on both ends.
So we really appreciate everybody that's joined us for our first 2 broadcasts. On Tuesday night of the previous week, we saw the Mynderse boys defeat Waterloo 4-0, and then, of course, on Wednesday night, these varsity girls defeated Mid-Lakes. Coming up next Thursday at 7:30 p.m., we got another boys game hosting Newark. followed by a Halloween afternoon matchup as the Minders girls take on a really good Pell Mac program coming to Seneca Falls. And then we wrap up our regular season broadcast schedule on Saturday, November 7th with a 1 o'clock start as the Geneva Lady Panthers come to Seneca Falls to take on the Lady Blue Devils. So we are about to get underway here with opening announcements. And one note on today's game, Cammie Rook will not be playing today. She's unfortunately at her grandfather's funeral, but it was a great, I suppose, tribute to her grandfather scoring on Wednesday night.
What a great thrill that was. And certainly for all of us, we want to send out our condolences to the Leone family, certainly Tina Rook, a dear friend of all of ours, and I'm sure Cammie's teammates are doing everything they can to make this happen great. But what a great goal the other night.
Yeah, here's a look at it as she broke three in the late second half and buried it in the left netting there. Excellent. So
she will be missed today. There's no doubt about that, not only in the fact that their teammate isn't here, but her skill set's going to be missed in attacking today.
Mm-hmm. So we have about a few seconds here before the national anthem. That means that we're going to step aside, and when we come back, we should be just about ready for action. So Minders Wayne girls soccer straight ahead here on FingerLakes1.com. Settle in and keep it right here.
This live broadcast of Wayne Finger Lakes High School soccer is made possible through the support of Bondadent Dental Laboratories, committed to our community and proud to support local high school student athletes. From the quality of their restorations to the quality of their relationships, for over 70 years, Bondadent has been bringing excellence to everything they do. Learn how you can become a part of the special team at bondadent.com and work with the best. Since 1937, the difference has been DeSanto Propane. 4 generations strong, DeSanto Propane is a trustworthy family-owned business with unmatched customer service. Go online at DeSantoPropane.com or call 1-800-752-4574 and look for DeSanto Propane on Facebook. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support area high school athletes. Check out Dr. Rod and Dr. Liz online at littlejohnortho.com.
And welcome back to Bracht Field. Jim Sinicropi, Coach Al Loucks with you for a great game between the Wayne Eagles and the Minders Lady Blue Devils as we're getting the starting lineups with the public address announcer Matt Verkey.
Number 7, Emma Helgado.
Saw Peyton Shales wearing number 4. She had 1 goal versus Penn Yan
15, Madison
this
McIntosh.
year.
Number 17, Jillian Groff.
That's your goaltender. 7
Number
saves in a 0-0 tie
Madison
against Mid-Lakes last week.
Number 20,
her warm-up was
Katie
impressive, too. I did have a
Petrata.
chance to watch her during the warm-ups.
Petrata with 3
Trinity
goals on the
Seroy.
season, or 2 goals on the season. She scored
And
last
number
year against
26,
Minders.
Megan
And then
Mahmood.
Trinity Serowick with 3 goals on the season,
now let's hear
a
it
goal
for
and 2
Minders
assists
Academy Blue
against
Devils,
Geneva.
Suspect
So
Mel
here
Moore.
come the Lady Blue Devils. Again, they
We
should have a
have
pretty standard starting
number
lineup
5,
after going with
sophomore
full seniors
Grace Lando.
on senior night. And there's Grace Lando. And Coach, you were impressed
Number
with the
6,
way she
senior
controls that back line.
Skylar
Yeah, I
Ramirez.
really have been. She's
Number 8,
she's
the
a leader back
captain,
there without a
Morgan
voice.
Trout.
Love to add that voice into her play, but
Number 11,
certainly
junior
her skill set,
Darby
she takes a first
Lukowski.
touch away from pressure. She
Number
gets herself through the
14,
restraining line and looks to
sophomore
make
Ella
a
Worth.
combination into midfield. She's done quite
Number
well.
18, junior
And we just
Abby
saw
Lynch.
Ella Worth getting announced
Number
and coming onto the
19,
field. And
freshman Jackie Sinicropi.
really skill set wise,
Number
she's one of the
20,
main leaders of this
sophomore
team as a
Kelly
sophomore.
Kohlberger.
Yeah,
Number
certainly Ella's skill
44,
set has
freshman
carried a lot of the
Madeline
midfield, but she's
Berkey.
getting a lot of help, and I think she's
And the
going to have a lot more
goalkeeper,
help
number
today.
25, senior
And I don't just say this because you're
Liz
standing
Besson.
there, but your daughter played a really nice game the other night, and having her on right from the beginning with the Kohlberger girl, I think we're going to find a little bit more possession in the midfield than we had at the start of the game the other day. but and certainly the ability to change the point of attack is going to be important because midfield's going to be under a lot of pressure right from the beginning.
And, you know, full disclosure, my daughter wearing number 19 is out there. Sorry if I'm a little bit biased and excited as I watch her play. It's always a great pleasure to watch all these girls who we've seen them grow up together here in Seneca Falls. And, you know, watching the replay of our broadcast the other night, watching them celebrate goals and being successful together, it hurts my heart a little bit. So hopefully we'll see some of that today, and but should be a pretty competitive soccer game as we get ready here for the opening kick. Looks like Mynderse won the toss, and we'll start with the ball. That's Darby Lukowski at the center circle, and it's time for soccer, Coach.
It is, and it's going to be a great day of soccer. We've got this on, and then kicking off again right at around 12:30, Chelsea and Man U. So looking forward to two great matches to be played today.
And so there's Lukowski playing it right back to Ellsworth, and we're underway here in Seneca Falls. Mynderse in the blue uniforms, of course, moving left to right on your screen as Wayne wearing the visiting whites. And that's Capaci with the ball out into touch, leaving it for Skylar Parrish, who will take most of the throw-ins today for Mynderse.
Looks like she's changed sides, played mostly on the right side in the first half the other night, and then did switch to the left side in the second half, starting on the left side tonight.
I want to remind you that today's live broadcast is made possible by the Mynderse Girls Soccer Boosters, who are grateful for the fans, families, students, teachers, and coaches who have supported them and the Mynderse Soccer Concession annually at Bracht Field in Seneca Falls. As that ball up ahead to Sinicropi now. She has Lukowski with her on the left. That first touch a little too strong, and that ball may go out into touch for a corner, and it is. So we'll have our first corner of the game pretty early on here in just into the second minute.
Fantastic build-up. Grace Lando winning the ball in the back third, finds Worth's feet, nice little turn and a little move to open up an opportunity to play a ball wide. Ball played wide to Jackie Sinicropi, and then looking to play into Darby, just unable to do so. Defense cut that ball out off the end line for a corner.
Now Worth will take most of the corner kicks here for the Blue Devils when she's on the field, and it's across the middle, but great play by the goaltender Groff, just snatching that out of the air and ending the threat.
You can see that even in a warm-up, she comes off her line well, she collects the ball high, and gets herself an opportunity for distribution.
Parrish with a nice touch to Worth, and she'll play it right back into that back line. That's Morgan Trout. Back to Ella.
So I like what Mynderse has done right away. They have involved the outside backs much more thus far than they did the other night. They're using the outside backs to probe into midfield right now.
Worth beats a couple of defenders, tries to get it to Kohlberger, and Kelly does come up with it and now puts it up ahead to Lukowski. Lukowski with a nice turn up ahead. Ooh, almost had Sinicropi, but a great play there by the defender Arini Costintuo. Darby with a nice play on the near sideline, and it will be Mynderse throw.
So, Jim, as we were talking before the game, we were talking that most of this game is going to be played in the middle third of the field. As you can see, we've been playing almost 4 minutes now. Game, other than a couple of little breakaways on the Mynderse attacking end, have been played right in our vantage point, right in front of us. So it's right in the middle of the field right now. This is going to be a battle of the midfield.
Nice throw to Kohlberger. Could have started an opportunity, but Kelly needs to get that under control. And here comes Wayne on a little mini counter, but it's out into touch. Should also remind you that Bonnet Dental Laboratories is a title sponsor for our series of webcasts here at Mynderse Academy, committed to their community and proud to support local high school student athletes. So I want to thank the Montefiglio family and everybody at Bonnet for their support making this possible. And we're going to get a Wayne Eagle throw-in. And, of course, Coach Loucks and I in the press box right about at the 50-yard line, high above Bracht Field. We have some Wayne Eagle fans directly below us. 2 spectators per player allowed in these COVID-19 times, which means a lot of family and friends are watching at home right now in the comfort of their own home, which it was pretty nasty when we woke up, Coach, cold and rainy, but it looks like some sun trying to peek through here.
Yeah, the weather's changed a little bit, and that's nice for the kids because certainly as the more rain hits this turf, faster this game becomes.
Good hustle by Verke and Lukowski to converge on that ball, and now Darby's going to try to keep it in and no, off her foot and into touch. Wayne ball. Verke battles for it as Worth steps in, and to Kohlberger with a little bit of space, and she pops through.
Good first touch, put herself through.
Up ahead to Lukowski now. And that should be a corner. Nope, goal kick.
Yeah.
So we are 5 minutes into this one here at Bracht Field. 0-0 your score. The Wayne Eagles come in at 2-4-1. They're in Class B1, traditionally an A2 school. This year B1, so they'll be competing for that sectional title against the Pelmax and other Finger Lakes East B1 schools like Mid Lakes and Waterloo. Penn Yan is down in B2 with Minders. Minders comes in at 1-5-0, looking for their second win, their second consecutive win today against Wayne.
And they're playing very well right now.
Lando pushed up pretty far. Now she's going to have to hustle to get back to support her back line, and it's out into touch. And so, Coach, that was one thing that we talked about during Mid-Lakes. You felt that maybe our back line needed to push up a little more, keep it into our attacking zone when possible. And are you seeing any?
Yeah, you can see quite a bit of change since the other night. This morning, what they've done a nice job is let's look on both sides of the ball. From the defensive side of the ball, they're shrinking the game. Remember we talked the other night, the game was stretched out 50, 60 yards vertically at times. This game's being played right now in about a 35, 40-yard distance vertically and then certainly using the entire width. But the other thing on the attacking side of the ball, as I mentioned earlier, I think they've done a great job of getting both outside backs involved and using them to probe into both Kohlberger and Worth. And at that point, they've been able to start things on the counter.
Good chance for Wayne here potentially. Is there space in the corner? And here comes the cross.
Come on, White, get to it.
To Trinity Sirowick, but Ella Worth comes out of the pack with it. Now she's got Lukowski with a ton of space. She's onside down the right-hand side, but not the best touch there as it goes back to Wayne.
Would have liked to seen Darby pull off her mark there, which was 15 McIntosh, and open up a better angle to
Here comes
receive that
Petrata, but Lando there to stop that threat, and now Minders with it. That's Worth. And now Morgan Trout off the deflection, plays it up to Sinicropi, who has space. She takes one touch. She plays it up to Verke. Nice ball. And if there's a situation where both Darby and Maddie were kind of coming to the ball together, a little communication there might have allowed one of them to play to the other.
Certainly would, and just a little bit of tactical awareness. Maddie did a nice job of checking to the ball in the space. She had an idea of flicking the ball on for the outside run of Darby. Darby obviously made an inside run. So just like you're saying, a little communication there. We sort that out early.
Now it's going to be a free kick for Worth. Now she can put this on goal, but this time she gets it to the top of the box. And nice header by Capacci for Kohlberger. Ball in, and wisely the goaltender, Jillian Groff, comes out and snares it.
Mynderse does okay with that, obviously creating an opportunity. I'd like to see Ella Worth's ball played in behind the restraining line instead of in front. That front ball does offer up a counterattack.
Things going to fizzle there with Sirowick and Lando. Lando probably giving up about 50 pounds to the older and larger Sirowick, and they're actually going to give Minders a free kick. So, as we mentioned before, Lando small in stature but big in heart, and she's not going to let anybody push her around.
She is one tough girl. She and a great defender back there. That was a well-played piece.
A nice interception by Worth off the Addison Wright's pass, and now Minders has something going here potentially.
There's the play we've been looking for. We've been waiting to see a little bit more combination in the midfield. Just got it there.
She plays it to Lukowski now, who it's a race to the ball. And now Worth steps in, and it's thought it might get touched back, but she turns and finds Lukowski again in the corner. Lukowski plays it to Sinicropi, who punches it up ahead to Verke. And now a lot of traffic. They wanted a handball in the box up, but no call. Now Sinicropi intercepts it out of bounds. It'll be Mynder's throw. So nice build-up for Minders. Still looking for the first shot on goal.
Yeah, the handball today is the rule is an evolution of change. And right now that ball hit the hand versus the hand hitting the ball. So that is not actually a handball.
Come on, White, mark up. Mark up.
And what do we got? A corner kick. So second corner kick of the day for Minders. Is Worth will get down into position. And
Minders able to create a couple little combinations. I think Kelly Kohlberger has done a great job in the midfield right now as the defensive midfield player, really holding down that number 8 spot and doing quite well.
oh, just over the head of Capaci, who, what a well-placed ball by Worth, and that will go out into touch for Wayne.
Nice run at the back post, and she was open.
We are in the 11th minute of play here. Of course, in high school, 2 40-minute halves, mostly running clock, and if tied, 2 10-minute overtime periods. Now up ahead it goes.
So Wayne's done a really good job with their attack down the right side. They tend to be looking up front, it looks like, for Surwick. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that
I think we got that right.
Correctly, but I apologize to her if I am. She has done a nice job. She's making her runs diagonally from inside to out. They're trying to put a ball in behind the backs for her.
Hope we're getting that right, because you're going to hear that name a lot tonight in the middle of this Wayne attack. Now, Sinicropi fighting for it with Constantino, and a little push, and she goes down into the fence.
Yeah, they both are battling really hard for the ball. Number 6 there for Wayne, which is, I believe it's Constantino. Is that
Yep,
right?
yeah, we got that.
And she is a battler in midfield, and you can see there's probably a reason why she's wearing that captain's armband.
And now free kick Worth into the middle of that Wayne defense, and Verke does a good job tracking it down. Could have played it back to Abby Lynch.
Watch your back!
Instead, here they come again, the Wayne Eagles, and Lando again there to challenge Petrada, but they do get it across.
Need more white.
And now Lando clears up ahead,
Yeah, we need to fill that box up.
right into Ella Celsey's hands, and now that's a nice play by
That is a
Megan
nice ball
Mamone.
right there. Yeah.
Good play, Wayne.
Yeah, Megan played a nice pass in there. It was right in behind Capaci as Skylar Parrish had gotten pulled inside off her mark, and then in behind was the Wayne attack.
In the 13th minute here in Seneca Falls, I'm Jim Sinicropi up here in the broadcast booths with Coach Al Loucks. Glad you could join us here for some live Finger Lakes East girls soccer. And Coach, you know, physically it looks like Wayne has a size advantage, but so far pretty evenly matched. Perhaps Minders with a few more chances in their offensive end.
Nice one touch.
Yes, I would agree, and we talked about that a little bit before the game started. Wayne coming with some girls that are very fit, a little bit more mature maybe in year, and certainly putting on an opportunity to defend and attack those personal battles a little bit more. But again, I'm going to go back to Kelly Kohlberger in the midfield for Minders right now. She is just anchoring down that midfield, winning a ball and finding a way out. She's done very well.
First sub of the game for Minders, Serena Pagan checks in for Hannah Capaci. Serena's been a little troubled with a hip injury, has her playing at less than 100% for the past few weeks.
You can just see her acceleration on that one there. She was dragging that left side, so you can see that.
So it's going to be Madison McIntosh with the throw-in. and through Morgan Trout in two-gate Grace Lando. Now Morgan with another touch tries to get it outside, but she's bothered there by Addison Rice, and now Worth finds Kohlberger in the middle, and Kohlberger gets it up to Pagan. Pagan tried to go back. Good idea.
Was a good idea. They had 2v1 right there, so it was an opportunity to break through. Wayne done a nice job in the last 2 or 3 minutes here, really pressing the Minders' backs. Minders having a little difficulty getting out of the back third.
Serena up to Verke and out into touch, Minders ball. Want to thank some of the other sponsors who got on board when we asked for support to bring the spotlight on these local high school athletes as Verke works the left sideline. In addition to Bonnet Dental Laboratories and the Minders Girls Soccer Boosters, Dr. Littlejohn and Dr. Barbie and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. And Ferrara Lumber, locally owned for 3 generations, and more than just a lumber and building supplier, you're going to want to stop in there before your next home improvement project and let some of the friendly professionals help you plan and ultimately produce that new kitchen, that new bedroom, the new painting project, indoor, outdoor. You'll be surprised at the amount of variety of product that they have at Ferrara Lumber. Certainly, if you haven't, stop in and take a look around. And this ball out to the sideline. Sinicropi tracks it down. Tries to play it up to Lukowski, but nobody was there. She kicked it right to the Wayne defender, and now Abby Lynch plays it back in, and it's through to Lukowski, but nobody expected it to get deep, so didn't get a good run on it, and it's out into touch for a throw. And also Sinicropi Florist, who, hey, you know, this year for Thanksgiving, you might not be able to be with your family, but certainly sending flowers on Thanksgiving might be a nice idea this year. As Kohlberger with the first shot on goal for Minders, snagged by Groff, and with 23 minutes 45 seconds left in the first half, 0-0 still here from Seneca Falls. As there goes Skylar Parrish. Also, CV Designs, who's kicking off their holiday season a little early this year with a launch on October 28th. That's just in a couple more days. You're going to want to stop in and check out the 2 floors of, before you actually deck out your own home, you're going to want to stop in and get some inspiration and ideas there from Christine Van Duzen at CV Designs. The Fall Street Brewing Company, if you're in town for today's game from Wayne, maybe stop in on your way out of town on Fall Street in Seneca Falls and say hi to Brad Ellis, as that play broken up by Peyton Shales. And now a slow build-up for Wayne. I should also mention Seneca Falls Country Club, where I played a really nice round yesterday and 77 degrees out, but certainly a different field today.
What a great pass that is.
Morgan Trout. Oh, she's pushed from behind, and that's going to be a whistle and a free kick. So Morgan there, good job keeping the attacker on her back as she tracked that one down. And, of course, I got to mention Parker's Grill and Tap House with locations in Auburn, Geneva, Newark, Seneca Falls, and coming soon to Penn. Parker's is the perfect place to meet with friends after the big game, home or away. Sinicropi with a touch up to no one, and now Worth controls. So this is a good look for Minders. Nice play up ahead to Lukowski, but great job by the Wayne defender there to get her head on that one, because that looked like a potential opportunity. That would have been Madison Malbone. And now Verke tries to leave it.
Oh, we got a nice shot there coming out of the back. I think that's Abby Lynch coming from the center back's position. Got herself a good opportunity. Looks like Peyton Scales going off right now, but she has done really well on that right side. A lot of overlap. She's gotten her chance to combine with the front two.
So Darby Lukowski checking out. Ariana Dugan, the senior, checking in. And you get a look at Groff there, ready to send this one back into play. And we got another whistle, and it'll be a free kick from Minders in a pretty advantageous position. Coach, as Ella Worth gets set to line it up. Opportunity for the Blue Devils as we're nearing the midway point of the first half.
Yeah, I'd like to see her try to play the ball into Verke here.
Dugan gets it on her foot, but a little too strong. Plays it back, and a shot from Lynch. Oh, it went by Verke. Thought that Verke might have been expecting that shot. Can't tell if that was a shot or a pass.
Yeah, right off that restart, Maddie Verke had her mark pinned, and it would have been nice to look to try to play into her feet there.
Kapachi back in for Serena Pagan. Serena, again, going back to when she was at 100% health, would play, virtually the whole game. So that was a short stint for her here as we are getting close to what could potentially be the first half mass break. Generally, midway through, they're doing a mass break at the 20-minute mark where the kids can come off and take off their masks, but we're now inside 20 minutes, and the refs have not stopped play. So maybe we'll be foregoing the mass break this morning with the cooler temperatures.
A lot of them wearing her down on their chin, but looks like right there, Doug Cole, our referee, has signaled for the mass break.
So just like that, we are going to step aside, and when we come back, we'll have the remainder of the first half for you. After about 20 minutes and 20 seconds to play, your score, Minders 0, Wayne 0. Keep it right here. We got a lot of action coming straight ahead here on FingerLakes1.com.
This live broadcast of Wayne Finger Lakes High School Soccer is made possible through the support of Bondadent Dental Laboratories, committed to our community and proud to support local high school student athletes. From the quality of their restorations to the quality of their relationships, for over 70 years, Bondadent has been bringing excellence to everything they do. Learn how you can become a part of the special team at bondadent.com and work with the best. At FingerLakes1.com, we have always pledged to you to bring the most comprehensive local news coverage, access to timely information, and a locally focused, entertaining media option. Support FingerLakes1.com and help us bring you more great local sports coverage like this by visiting patreon.com/FL1. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. Check out Dr. Rod and Dr. Liz online at littlejohnortho.com.
DeSanto Propane is 4 generations strong as a trustworthy family-owned business with unmatched customer service. Go online at DeSantoPropane.com for more info. DISANTO Propane.com or call toll-free at 1-800-752-4574 today. DeSanto. Since 1937, the difference has been DeSanto Propane.
Now, back to the game.
And welcome back, everybody, to Bracht Field in Seneca Falls, New York. On the campus of Minders Academy, I'm Jim Sinicropi along with Coach Al Loucks, and we have a stalemate 0-0, 20 minutes into this one here between the Wayne Eagles and Minders Lady Blue Devils. Glad you could be with us. Coming fresh out of the mass break, it is ball back into play. As a nice build-up by Wayne out of the timeout, and actually Morgan, I thought that she may have been beat, but she recovers and clears, but it's going to be a corner kick for Wayne, their first corner of the morning.
These restarts are going to be dangerous for Minders because Wayne's size against the Minders' backs a little bit different in height, and then also the ability, I think, to really go up and win a ball in the air.
So here's Tritney Serwick with the kick. And Grace clears it out. Into touch. And quickly back in comes the Eagles. So it looks like right now, front line of Ariana Dugan and Verke, midfielders of Sinicropi, Koberger, Worth, and Kapachi. And the back line for Minders is there's Ariana Dugan battling for it. And there's Abby Lynch. Defenders for Minders: Abby Lynch, Skylar Parrish, Grace Lando and Morgan Trout. And there's Skylar Parrish playing it up the line to Verke. But Shales is there with it to play it back to Malbone, and now up ahead again. Good job by Parrish stepping in front of that. Nice play to Verke. Now Verke has Kohlberger in the middle. She finds her, but good defending by Ella Salsi. And now here comes Worth with some space and some options. She finds Kohlberger. Kohlberger with a touch to Verke, but got a foot in there. Ella Salsi again, and now a shot from the left side from Capaci. Out of bounds on the end line. It'll be a goal kick.
Again, the counter transition right out of midfield for Minders against the Wayne Backs. Wayne Backs have held very composed.
So we just get a look there at Minders Academy head girls varsity coach Mel Morin, the Wayne Eagles coached by Bill Jordan. And in the 24th minute, still scoreless. The far side of the field, Verke battling with it. Wins a throw in as Sky Parrish takes the long run to. Now from this position, a throw in from Sky Parrish can be dangerous for the Wayne defense.
You need to have a little bit of a training ground organization to it. If we're just going to throw it in, total different things. But it looks like they might have something going there. Kohlberger's come in. Oh, Darby's got a good chance right there.
Potential shot for Lukowski, whiffed on it with the left foot. Back to Parrish. Tried to play it in, and good job by Verke coming out to get a foot on that one as it comes up the right sideline. And now great job keeping that inbound for the Eagles. They don't have numbers, but the buildup continues. But now Morgan Trout tries to clear it out, but kept in. Oh, a nice 1-2, but Lando, good positioning there. And
shield that off.
She's well, they're giving her a goal kick. Apparently, Grace was not the last one to touch that, so she knew what she was doing there, Coach. She shielded it and let it go out.
She just shielded that ball off the end line, trying to get a goal kick to come out the other way. It did look from here that she may have touched it, but he's right there.
Right there, come on!
So that's Ava Ingersoll with the ball now into the corner, and a little Worth there to break that up. Now Worth probably going to play it out to Sinicropi. Yep, she waited for Sinicropi to get some space, and now Sinicropi up to Lukowski. Lukowski has Sinicropi back.
Well done.
Of course, a little slow getting there was Jackie.
And Megan Mahone had done a nice job to track that run of Lukowski across and just shielded off the touchline for the throw-in.
So we are in the 26th minute of play here from Seneca Falls. Wayne still looking for their first shot on goal. Minders has 3 shots on goal. It's into Sinicropi, but she loses it to Ava Ingersoll, but Lando back there to send it back into the midfield. And great job by Kohlberger. Plays it up to Lukowski. Lukowski couldn't get a touch, but Kohlberger again stepping in. And, you know, Kohlberger's always first to the ball. It's 50-50 chance. It seems like Kelly's always the first one to get there.
She works very hard defensively. She's won a lot of transition into midfield. I really would love to see her look the other way with that first touch, get it away from pressure. She tends to take her first touch right back into pressure.
So now Morgan Trout going to throw this one in. She tries to go up the sideline to Serena Pagan now into the game on the right side for Jackie Sinicropi. And Pagan with a nice touch there and a good idea, but
real nice little idea, just not red.
Up ahead it goes to the Eagles, and that would be Katie Petrata working against Capaci. And Capaci possesses her, takes it up the left sideline, but Katie Petrata recovers, and now Worth drops it back to Parrish. And they're going to swing it back to Morgan. Now back to Lando, who will send it up in the direction of Verke. It got through. I think it might have surprised Maddie that it got through the defender, and now she has it on her foot. She cuts it back. She has Worth. Great lead for Worth. Worth drops it back, and she's going to leave it for Abby Lynch. Lynch surveys the situation, puts it outside for Morgan Trout coming up from the right back position.
Challenger!
Morgan up to Serena Pagan, who has space after her defender falls down. She cuts it back and now pops it into Lukowski and into the hands of Groff. So
nice build-up, coming across from one flank to the other. Final touch of service into the box, looking for Lukowski. So again, and you can see when Abby Lynch turns, she's looking for the right back to step into that space.
by my count, 6 different Blue Devils touched the ball on that build-up. As we have some subs for the Wayne Eagles, it looks like Ava Ingersoll coming in along with Morgan Miller, I think for the first time today. Wearing number 8, being marked by Abby Lynch right there. There's Morgan. And she sends it out into touch in front of the Minders bench. So 11:52 left in the first period here. First half here at Minders Academy. No score. Here comes the throw, and Verke fighting for it. And it comes back to Verke now. Minders with a chance here. Cut back. Tried to leave it for Worth a little bit off the mark, but there's Kohlberger. Kohlberger cuts it back. And now Morgan Miller, fresh into the game, plays it up, and Lando will have to track that one down. She may leave it for Olivia Meston, who we haven't had to call Olivia's name much today, Coach.
First time of the day. And again, good decision on Lando and Meston there.
Capaci plays it into the attacking third for Wayne. Great job by Verke keeping that one in, but a second effort gets it through.
Nice.
And Capaci now on the far side of the field. Lets it go out.
Right now, the difference between the two sides have been the fact that Minders tends to be developing their play, their attack on an angle, where Wayne is tending to come out of midfield a little bit vertical. So as they come out of vertical, you've seen Lando or that very first time there with Maston cleaning up some of that. So if Wayne can just tighten up some of the play, they've been very dangerous, but they also need to find a different way to get in. Right now it's just too vertical.
So another throw-in coming for the Blue Devils. As we approach the 10-minute mark, as we enter the 31st minute of the first half. And Parrish tries to find Worth, and Ella's going to battle for this one in the corner. We got another throw-in, and she quickly gets it into Verke now. Leaves it for Worth. Cross coming for Worth. Maybe a shot, but a little off the mark. And it will go back to Wayne. So
had Lukowski and Pagan making runs inside the box there. Both runs run at the near post. Did need somebody to fill that back slot.
and that is the 4th shot on goal for Minders of the afternoon. And back up. That's going to be out of touch for a throw, I think.
See a lot of 1v1 play coming out of Wayne right now. And they're not having a tremendous amount of success with that. I'd like to see them offer a little bit more combination. As we were saying earlier with Peyton Scales, they were finding her in the right flank, and she was able to create some 2v1. They haven't had that in a while.
Oh, nice touch by Morgan Miller, but Lando there.
Just too vertical.
And now up to Verke with a shot to get it to Kohlberger. Great job there by Megan Mamoon to break up the attack, but back to Minders. As Verke tries to get it across, but there's Mamoon again. plays it up, and now Wayne has a little something working as Capaci trails the play, and it's out.
First little build-up in a while that Wayne's had in 2v1 down that right flank. And again, about 85-90% of their attacking play has been down the right side. So yeah, not able to really move the Mynderse defense. So Mynderse just dropping into shape, able to defend and win a ball.
And again, Mynderse with 4 shots on goal, Wayne with 0. With 7:40 remaining first half. Nice throw over the top to Morgan Trout, who steps up and pops it up ahead. As Jackie Sinicropi set to check in next Mynderse throw. Lukowski back into the game, so now you have Verke and Lukowski up front. Midfield of Pagan, Kohlberger, Worth, and Capaci. And a nice play by Parrish there as Kohlberger again using her body to shield the defender, and now Morgan Trout plays it up to Worth, and now a nice opportunity for Mynderse. Worth pulls back, tries to play it out, but Capaci on the wrong side of the defender, but Worth comes up with it. We might see a shot here from Ella from about the 25-yard line, and she scores!
Very similar to the other night. She found a little bit of space, took a positive first touch, and drove a ball from about 25 yards out.
What great placement by Worth, and she's extremely dangerous when given that much space at that position in the field, and not surprised to see her put that one on mark. And she gets the goal. Let's get a quick look at that one. And she just takes it, creates her own space, cuts it back, and then lets it fly and scores it. So,
real nice shot.
Lead. Now back to live action. That's Maddie Verke with it. Up ahead to Darby Lukowski.
Maddie Verke's done a really nice job with posting up, being seen as the number 9, the central striker. We're able to find her feet. And every time they found her feet, they were able to build up something off of that.
Trout plays it into Kohlberger. And now Lukowski potentially tripped, no call. Might have been looking for it. Now, Worth thought about another shot, but that one's a little, as her father would say, a shankopotamus.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, she had a chance to go at the near post there. I think I'd rather have seen her go play that ball crossed.
So Sinicropi did get a chance to check into the ball game. She's now in the left midi position. So the middies now Sinicropi, Worth, Kohlberger, and Pagan, and now Verke battling for it.
This is exactly what Maddie Verke has done really well right there. Nice save by Croft. But Maddie Verke coming back from an offside position there prior to the play of the ball. Which keeps her onside, but then winning the ball, making a quick little pass. She's done very, very well.
Sinicropi tried to punch it through to Verke, but nice play there by Ella Salsi, and now up the line it goes and out to Coach Mel Morin, who scoops it up, and it'll be a Mynderse throw-in. So 5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Mynderse 1, Wayne 0. Big throw by Parrish up ahead to Worth, who does a great job collecting it. And now she works up the left-hand side. Let's go! Bothered by Edison Rice and out for a, they're going to say a Wayne throw.
Addison Rice has also played very well down that right-hand flank.
Overcast, but not unpleasant for a soccer game. The morning rains have subsided. It's about 52 degrees here on the field in Seneca Falls. As Verke tried to get it across, couldn't. Worth tracks it down, and she is depossessed by Addison Rice, and here comes Wayne, although there's Lando to clear the danger. But back into the attacking third comes the Eagles on the right-hand side, and now Morgan Trout comes over. Finds Lando on the wing, and Lando tries to play it up, but late to the ball there is Sinicropi, and gives possession back to Wayne. And now Sky Parrish will play it up to try to play it to Kohlberger. Parrish to Sinicropi. Sinicropi plays it way up the left sideline, and here's an opportunity for the Blue Devils as Maddie Verke has it. As she cuts it back, leaves it for Worth. She's got one more, Kohlberger. She finds Kohlberger. Kohlberger holds it, leaves it for Worth. Back to Lynch.
Nice.
Over to Sinicropi, pops it into Lukowski. And now it is Addison Rice playing it out to Parrish, who finds Worth, who finds Lynch, and over to Morgan Trout. Great job of moving that ball, although this could be trouble if Morgan didn't win that one, but she does. And now she plays it up, tried to play it to Pagan.
I'll tell you, Mynderse is patient with the ball. They've swung the ball from side to side all afternoon here, so it's been nice to watch, a bit of possession.
So throw in for the captain, Morgan Trout.
Come on, White.
And it's out again into touch for another throw-in. Morgan's going to take this one as well. Tries to find Kohlberger. 2:20 left here, first half. Mynderse with a 1-0 lead as looks like Sky Parrish a little too physical with
Yeah, a little
Petrata.
foul there, but nice piece of sportsmanship. Reached out to say, oh, sorry, I got you.
And we are at the 2-minute mark. 38th minute. Oh, right through under Worth's foot. But Lando there punches it out to Sinicropi, who tries to work that left-hand side as she beats her defender and now cuts it back, looking for someone. Plays it way up ahead. Can Lukowski get there? No. Now Addison Rice with a nice touch. And here come the Eagles with 1 minute 30 seconds left. Sinicropi can't win that one as Rice plays one deep into
nice
the
ball
zone.
in behind.
Good work by Ella getting there first, and that'll be a goal kick.
So, you know, again, with Wayne's attack, Jim, as we've said, it's been a little bit too vertical. I think every time they create something that has an angle to it, unfortunately, it's down the right-hand side.
Right.
So now they're looking to get into a servable spot, and all of Mynderse defense has shifted. They just can't get anything off. They've got to be able to come back through the midfield, move the defense again, and reopen a door to get through.
So 43 seconds left. Mynderse in no hurry. As Lando plays it out. Nice play by Morgan Trout. She's got Lando back, and Lando up ahead to Pagan. We are at 27 seconds left, and here's where you might just want to get it out of play and get into the halftime break. But instead she plays it up. Maybe one chance for Mynderse with 17 seconds left. Kohlberger, nice touch, leaves it back for Pagan. We are down to 12 seconds. Up ahead now to Lukowski, who might be able to run this one down. Since Sinicropi plays it to Verke. And now a shot from Sinicropi with 3 seconds, but kind of popped that one up, and that will do it for the first half of play. So, after 40 minutes of action here in Seneca Falls, New York, Mynderse holds a 1-0 lead on a goal from Ella Worth. We're going to step aside. When we come back, it'll be the Bonadent Dental Laboratories halftime show. Once again, your score after 40 minutes of play, the Lady Blue Devils of Mynderse 1, the Wayne Eagles 0. Keep it right here. You're watching Finger Lakes East
This
High
live
School
broadcast
Soccer
of Wayne
on
Finger Lakes High School Soccer is
FingerLakes1.com.
made possible through the support of Bonadent Dental Laboratories, committed to our community and proud to support local high school student athletes. From the quality of their restorations to the quality of their relationships, for over 70 years, Bonadent has been bringing excellence to everything they do. Learn how you can become a part of the special team at bonadent.com and work with the best. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support area high school athletes. Check out Dr. Rod and Dr. Liz online at littlejohnortho.com. Since 1937, the difference has been DeSanto Propane. 4 generations strong, DeSanto Propane is a trustworthy family-owned business with unmatched customer service. Go online at DeSantoPropane.com or call 1-800-752-4574 and look for DeSanto Propane on Facebook. Farrar Lumber has been locally owned for 3 generations and is more than just a lumber and building supplier. Stop in on Baird Street in Seneca Falls to browse their full selection of power tools, hardware, lawn and garden, painting, and plumbing supplies, and talk to their experienced staff before planning your next home improvement project. Sinicropi Florist. Not able to be with your loved ones for Thanksgiving? Sending flowers is the perfect way to express your love. Stop in to browse our selection of gifts in downtown Seneca Falls or visit sinicropiflorist.com today. CV Designs. Quality clothing, accessories, home and seasonal decor in the heart of downtown Seneca Falls. Shop in store or online at shopcvdesigns.com. Fall Street Brewing Company. Locally focused and quality crafted in the Finger Lakes. Check them out at fallstreetbrewing.com or stop in at 106 Fall Street in downtown Seneca Falls. Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant with locations at 22 Main Street in Waterloo, 40 Exchange Street in Geneva, and Del Lago Resort and Casino. Dine in, takeout, delivery, catering, and banquets. Order online at Cicinos.com. Seneca Falls Country Club. Escape to our golf course at SFCC and enjoy time with friends, strolling our fairways overlooking Cuba Lake. Consider a membership for 2021 and play unlimited golf with a cart all season long. Visit SenecaFallsCountryClub.com for details. And Parker's Grill and Tap House. With locations in Auburn, Geneva, Newark, Seneca Falls, and coming soon to Penn Yan, Parker's is the perfect place to meet with friends after the big game, home or away. Or call ahead and take home dinner tonight. Check out our menu at parkersgrill.com. At FingerLakes1.com, we have always pledged to you to bring the most comprehensive local news coverage, access to timely information, and a locally focused, entertaining media option. Support FingerLakes1.com and help us bring you more great local sports coverage like this by visiting patreon.com/FL1.
And it is halftime here at Bracht Field in Seneca Falls, New York. Glad you could be with us here on FingerLakes1.com. It's the Bonnet Dental Laboratories halftime report. Bonnet's committed to our community and proud to support local high school student athletes, from the quality of their restorations to the quality of their relationships. For over 70 years, Bonnet has been bringing excellence to everything they do. Learn how you can become part of a special team at bonnet.com and work with the best. In fact, if you head on over to bonnet.com, check out their top navigation, or on the mobile website, click on careers to learn more. So I'm Jim Sinicropi with my broadcast partner Al Loucks. Jeremy Hunt bringing you the main camera shots from up here in the booth, and Jason Hunt roaming the field on the mobile camera. Glad you could be with us on a Saturday morning, although I suppose we got about 5-6 more minutes left in the morning. Woke up this morning to darkness and rain, stark contrast to Friday's weather, which was phenomenal. But it had cleared up about just about 15-20 minutes prior to the opening kick of this one here, and we got a pretty pleasant day for soccer. I guess a pleasant day to play soccer. I'm sure that the fans that are here in the bleachers in Seneca Falls could go for a little more sunshine and maybe a little bit warmer weather. But as you can see there on the shot from Jason Hunt on the field, we have some overcast skies. Waiting for my color commentator to return here to the booth so we can discuss the first 40 minutes of play here, which saw Minders with the 1-0 lead off a nice shot from Ella Worth. And I can show you a replay of that goal, the only scoring play of the morning so far. And again, our ace cameraman Jeremy Hunt, not the best job on this one, a rare oversight. But let's take a look and watch Ella Worth. As she just collected the ball there, and then a little cutback and a shot, and that did go up into the upper left-hand corner of the goal through the outstretched arms of Jillian Groff for the only score of the game. 1-0 Minders. This is a Minders team that started out 0-5. Now, they had a tough start. They had to play a really tough Pelmac girls team on the road to open for their second game of the season after a disappointing 1-0 loss in overtime to the Newark Reds here at Bracht Field. After dropping that game on the road to Pelmac, they faced what many consider to be the second best team in the East, the Penyan Mustangs. A 5-1 loss there with Penyan's Anderson netting 4 goals against the Lady Blue Devils. But then the schedule got a little more manageable for Minders. They went on the road to Geneva and lost a really disappointing contest 1-0, and then to their crosstown rivals field, Tom Coughlin Field, to face the Waterloo Indians on September 17th, so a week ago today. And that was a game they lost 2-1 in overtime on what was senior night for the Indians. So at that point, they're 0-5, with which a lot of people that follow this program feeling that a little disappointed that they weren't able to pick up 1 or 2, but they got on the winning mark against Mid-Lakes with a 3-1 win on Wednesday night. Now they find themselves here up 1-0 against Wayne, and significant for this program because Wayne has really dominated Minders in recent history. Last year they defeated the Lady Blue Devils 6-0 up in Ontario in a game played back on September 21st of 2019, and then going back the year before, it was a 3-0 Wayne win, and then they met twice in 2017, both Wayne victories, 5-1 and 3-1. So if you add up the tally there, 17-1, Coach, total goal output for the Eagles over the Blue Devils. But here, 1-0.
Right now, 17-2, and it only matters about the next 40 minutes. So we're up, well, I shouldn't say we, but
No.
Minders up right now 1-0, and played a nice half. It's been a very competitive game, much like we talked about prior to the start of the match. Most of the game played in the middle third of the field, Jim.
Yeah, and Minders doing an excellent job, as you mentioned, playing a little more horizontally with their passes, slower build-ups, and it's resulted in 5 shots on goal to 0 for Wayne.
Yeah, the result really is so much in the fact that they've been able to get their outside backs higher. So when the ball is in the midfield, the 2 central midfield players of Worth and Kohlberger have outlets. Before, every ball that they played was just a square pass. Very dangerous ball, because if that ball is cut out, the first touch beats the restraining line, and now Wayne would have several numbers to attack with. So the diagonal ball played back allows more Minders players to get forward. That continues their attack. Wayne, on the other hand, there was a sequence of, I think there was about 10 or 12 minutes left in the first half, where Wayne was putting Minders under a lot of pressure.
Yep.
And what they did there is they pressed the Minders' backs. So by pressing all 3 of his forwards up against their backs, every time a back at Minders had the ball, it really was forcing Grace Lando to have to come over and cover more than one time. She was having to cover for Abby Lynch in the middle. She's having to cover for Skylar Parrish on the outside. She's having to come over and cover for the Trout girl out on the right. So the the press allowed them to lock in a little bit. I think we'll see a little bit more of that. Coach Jordan, if he saw it as well, and I think their Mynder's going to get a little bit more pressure on their backs here in this half.
So we're getting set now here for second half action. 40 minutes on the clock. As you see, Worth and Goldberger getting loose, getting ready to go. This program, which started the season at 0-5, coming off the win on Wednesday night against Mid-Lakes, looking to make it 2 in a row here, as they're now moving from right to left on your screen wearing the home blues.
Very similar to what we talked about the other night with the Minders attack, not getting their front 2 players high enough. Wayne having the same difficulty today. So Wayne's playing in front of the Minders' 3 marking backs instead of the space between the line.
Almost a chance there for Verke as Capaci, as Minders has their starting lineup out there, plays it back to Worth, who had a chance to just pop it out to Sky Parrish. And now Wayne on a bit of a counter. Katie Petrada drops it back, and Lukowski closes there on Ella Salsi. And now Ella Worth plays it over to Kelly Kohlberger, who touches to Verke with a nice touch to Lukowski. Lukowski going to try to beat her girl. Instead, she plays it into Verke. Verke, a little small ball for the Blue Devils. And Kohlberger is going to have a shot, but it sails high.
Again, and Maddie Verke had a tremendous first half. Jim, what she did so well was she was checking back. In previous games that we've had, Minders, both of their front 2 would run away a lot from the midfield, looking for balls played behind or over the top. Well, yes, that is still available for Lukowski, but Verke is checking to the ball, pulling the space, and also allowing us to play into her feet.
Lukowski, maybe a shot! Saved by Groff, and didn't handle it cleanly, but was able to control it before Verke could get there. And now a punt from Groff, and maybe another chance for the Blue Devils to get it right back in, but nice play there by Addison Rice to control it. Now Sinicropi battling with Trinity Surwick, and
that's been a tough battle. Those two have gone at each other most of the morning.
Capaci up the right side. Sinicropi steps in, one touch, and throws it into Lukowski. Nice defensive header there, though, by Emma Holgado. I assume Emma's probably got to be the sister of Logan Holgado, who we've covered on some successful Wayne Eagle basketball teams over the years.
That's a very nice switch of the ball, played back by Ella Worth into the right back Trout. And come out the other side.
Lynch has it to Worth, and now they get it way over to Parrish with space. And they're going to give a ball just kind of popped up into her hand, and it'll be a free kick for Wayne. But inadvertent handballs, Ray, are not supposed to be whistled.
Inadvertent handball there. The real decision is, did it create an advantage? So the question is by the referee, who got quite a bit of assistance from the fans, but did choose to make that a fact that Sky Parrish gained some advantage there.
A nice job just getting that out by Morgan. And there's the first save of the day for Olivia Meston. Those shots can be trouble, but Meston composed, lined it up, and hauled it in. So we are into the 3rd minute of play here in the second half. I'm Jim Sinicropi with Al Loucks. High school soccer here on FingerLakes1.com on a Saturday morning. Glad you could be with us. As now Sinicropi tries to take it up the right-hand side, and she's battling with Madison McIntosh and can't get it through. And it will be Wayne now.
And you can see right there where Maddie Verke is between the lines of the defense. Okay, so she's sitting in the space behind the midfield and in front of the backs, and then Worth trying to find her. So again, the only addition I would ask Maddie to do there is to create a better angle. She sat diagonally right behind the defense, but great space in between the lines.
And in it goes, and Sinicropi tries to poke it through. Worth has it now and tried to play it to Sinicropi, who she probably thought was going to be running that flank on the right side, overlapping, but wasn't there. And now perhaps a little bit of danger.
Yeah, this is danger.
But Abby Lynch there to get a foot on it and knock it out into touch. So we're almost 6 minutes into play here in the second half. Minders up 1-0. Maybe a shot here coming from, I believe that was Megan Mamoon.
She's played well in the center of the midfield.
And now Meston with it. Out to Kapachi on the punt. Kapachi finds Worth, who plays it way up ahead, and Lukowski can run under this one, but cleaned up by the Wayne back line. It would have been Madison Malbone with the clearance.
So you can see right now where Wayne's forwards are starting to play a little bit higher. So they're forcing our the Minders wide backs right now to stay back a little bit more than they were able to get forward in the first half. So you can see the adjustment that the Wayne coaching staff has made.
Lukowski with a shot, in off the top bar and over. Great look by Lukowski, who's kicking herself that she just couldn't keep it a little lower, but a great awareness to recognize the opportunity, and she really hit a nice ball there, Coach.
And I think that ball had Groff beat because Groff was leaning to her left, and she was a little high off her line. I don't think she was going to be able to parry that ball over the bar.
So Wayne escapes there, and the lead still at 1 for the Blue Devils. And now Sinicropi's going to leave it on the far side for Morgan Trout. Trout in, and now off the miss. Verke's got a chance to get it across here. Instead, it's going to be a corner, it looks like. So another opportunity for Minders as Ella Worth makes the run to the far side flag and the corner kick.
A little lucky here, too, because she's not picking the flag up, and by leaving the flag down, it is a little bit easier for this outswinging ball to be played.
And here it comes. Kohlberger's right foot plays it back to Worth. A second cross coming, perhaps. Here it is low and out for another corner. So that was the fourth corner of the game for Minders and the fifth corner upcoming. And again, there at the top of the box right now, you see Kapachi and Lukowski, Sinicropi and Kohlberger. Maddie Verke in on the goalie, and Ella Worth in the corner.
And Wayne defending with just a player on the front post. There is a player at the back post area, but not on the goal line.
Oh, good ball by Worth. Verke was there, and Sinicropi's shot goes high over it. She had an open goal and just too strong off her foot. So Maddie Verke and Jackie Sinicropi both with maybe an opportunity for their first varsity goal right there.
Great battle in the box, little 1v1 play. And again, I believe it was 26, Megan Mamore defending Jackie Sinicropi very strongly there.
What a beautiful ball by Worth, and Maddie Verke with a great job bothering Groff and the Wayne keeper. Almost got her head on it, and then it came clear to Sinicropi, who had an open goal opportunity there, just a little bit high over the crossbar. And nice save, but nope, it's out in touch. We have a Blue Devil throw. Parrish quickly with the throw into Verke. If Verke can win this one, they might have an opportunity, and it is beautiful play by the Wayne defender there, but too strong off the leg of Ava Ingersoll, and now Worth has it back under control. Nice play to the middle now to Lynch with tons of space. Lynch inside to Verke. Verke, one touch. She might have a shot with the left foot. She tried to play it over to Lukowski, and it's out to Skylar Parrish, who heads it back into Ella Worth with a really nice play there by Parrish to get Minders back into control offensively. She swings it over to Sinicropi on the right side. Sinicropi tries to beat her girl. still working on it over there and plays a nice ball into Mandy Verke. Now Mandy Verke, a couple touches back to Lynch, who stopped her run, allowing the defenders to take control. And now Sky Parrish is going to have to run this one down and take it to the outside, Sky, right? Get it right out of there. She's being pushed from behind, but great job of shielding herself against Ava Ingersoll. Up to Capaci. Capaci to Lukowski. And that would have been Mel Moon with it. And now Sky Parrish again tries to get it in, and Mel Moon again hits it out to the near.
Yeah, at that point with Skylar Parrish getting faced at her own end, it would have been nice to see Maston step out. We play a ball back, and then Mynderse would have been able to swing the ball out the other door.
Olivia doesn't come off that line too much unless it's to get a danger ball.
Very true.
She doesn't get involved in that the defensive handling. So we are now in the 11th minute of the second half, so that would be the 51st minute of the ball game. Mynderse still with a 1-0 lead and really dominating most of the action. 9 shots on goal to 1 from Wayne. I believe they have 5 corner kicks to the 1 from Wayne, and controlling much of the action here in the second half is Capaci checks out and Serena Pagan checks in, left midfielder.
Yeah, kind of a little bit of opposite of what we may have thought we would see in this second half is you're seeing Mynderse lock the Wayne Eagles in. They can't get out of their defensive third, where we might have seen that pressure with a Wayne down a goal on the other side, but Mynderse done very well.
And that's out to touch for a Wayne throw. Morgan Trout pushed way up to defend that one. And this Mynderse back line now, where previously this season, Coach, we've seen them well back into the Wayne attacking third, even when Mynderse was on offense. Now they're pushing way up past the midfield stripe. And
simple question you ask young defenders is, where would you rather defend? Would you rather defend in your attacking third or your middle third or your defending third? And the answer is I'd rather defend farther away from goal. Right. So if I can get myself forward, I'm going to help to keep the ball locked in, and Mynderse has done just that today.
Lukowski muscled off of that one, and now Addison Rice on the turf, and Sinicropi in front of her bench with it. Tries to play it to Mandy Verke, and now it's back out along the end line and out to touch for a Mynderse throw.
The center back there, number 5, Ella for Wayne. Ella, is it
Salsi?
Salsi, very talented young lady. First touch is always beating the restraining line, and probably a high percentage of success pass into midfield all day. She's been a very successful player.
"53 minutes gone by here in Seneca Falls. Here's Morgan Trout set to throw this one back into play, and a nice touch by Worth back to Morgan, and going to get a free kick for Mynderse. Pretty nice opportunity for the Blue Devils here to get a second goal.
This is a dangerous spot because certainly with the service that you're going to get from Ella, she's going to be able to play an outswinging ball, and if she can find the back of the restraining line, it looks like Wayne's going to set the restraining line up at about 10 yards high. So if she can find the back of that restraining line, and Verke right on the end of it.
It's a shot!
Yeah.
Too high.
Yeah, again, and I can understand why that shot's being taken. I would rather have seen her play that ball in. There's a lot of space between the goalkeeper and the forwards coming in.
Just a little, I mean, you can see why, as you mentioned, that ball just sailed just about a few feet wide of the top right corner. Certainly would have been almost impossible for Groff to save that one if it was on target, but with the miss wide, it just goes out of play. If you can get that even on target,
yep,
sometimes
you might get a second chance.
So Worth now with it again, touches it up to Serena Pagan, who gives it back to Worth, and now up ahead to Lukowski.
And you can see the difference right there between the two forwards of Lukowski and Verke. The ball played in from Worth there. Lukowski lets the ball run because she likes to run in behind. Verke likes to check 2 and be able to get a ball played to her feet.
going to be a goal kick for the Blue Devils.
So it makes for a nice combination of two forwards, Jim. If you can have two opposite components playing together, it really is difficult for central defenders.
So Verke going to take a seat for the first time today as Ariana Dugan checks in at that right striker position. And with just over 25 minutes remaining in this one, it's a goal kick for the Eagles. She leaves kind of muffs it for Lukowski, who had a shot for a moment, but the Wayne Eagles were able to recover. I think Darby was a little surprised there.
Yeah, that it showed up on her foot.
Yeah, Worth boots one back in, and no problem for Groff. Now battle in midfield between Worth and Ingersoll, and Sinicropi goes down to the turf, and we got a Wayne throw. So Mynderse content to keep the ball in their half of the field with a 1-goal lead, but certainly looking for another for a little bit of cushion.
You can see how we were talking the other night, the game being vertically stretched. See right now where Mynderse got it compact vertically. So it's making it very difficult for Wayne to be able to play. And Wayne constantly, no matter where they play the ball, are under pressure because the Mynderse defenders are tighter. All right, so they've done a much better job today with that, and I'm really impressed with that change from one game to the next.
I think part of that is starting to frustrate the Eagle defenders a little bit more, getting a little more physical with the Blue Devils, as Dugan got her hand on that one. And now that, coach, was a situation where that she did have a slight advantage off that handball.
Yeah, plus her arm came out from a natural position. So if your arm is away from your body, hits there, that's going to be a handball. It's a really difficult piece, you know, especially for defenders. They've got to keep those arms within the silhouette or natural positions of their body.
Nice throw by Trout. Is now Worth with it. That's where Mynderse wants it. Plays out to Sinicropi. Sinicropi tried to push it through, but nobody home. Now back to Worth. Worth will probably take it all the way back, and she does to Grace Lando, who we haven't had to call Lando's name in a long time because the midfielders and defensive line for Mynderse been doing such a great job. But here they might be in a little trouble as Sky Parrish misses this one, and a chance for Waterloo. Abby Lynch has to get back, and great defense by Lando, getting her foot in, and we have a whistle, a late whistle.
Yeah, referee did a nice job there. Waited to see if advantage would happen as Wayne going forward. Ingersoll was in fact fouled, maybe slightly a professional foul by Grace Lando. Not a bad spot. If you're going to give up a foul on a 3v2, that's the place to do it.
So Ellis Sulky going to take the free kick, and she sends it on goal, and Meston comes up but then misses it. Now she's on the ground, open net, goal, Wayne Eagles.
I think it's going to get called off.
Actually, let's see what,
Looks like we're going to have some obstruction by 21 Trinity Searlewick and on the goalkeeper. So that ball's coming out.
And I think the goal itself might have been Megan Mamoon, and we got a player down.
Searlewick is down right now. Looks like she might have twisted her ankle.
So fortunate for Mynderse. And that's how quickly it can happen, Coach. With a 1-0 lead, you feel confident. You're winning the game. You're just letting the clock go.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, one misplay by a Blue Devil leads to an opportunity. And that was the best, obviously, opportunity Wayne's had all day.
We talked earlier about restarts. Mynderse doesn't want to give up restarts today. The Wayne kids certainly play a nice ball in. And that ball was played in by Mamoon, I believe.
Yep.
And Searlewick is a very strong forward, gets in with her body, owns some territory first. So she's a very dangerous player up there, and I definitely don't want to be giving up restarts if I'm the Mynderse coach right now.
So Searlewick is back up and walking off, and if she's unable to return, that's a huge blow to
That's
Eagles.
a tough loss. Yep. Looks like she's moving pretty well, so maybe just a couple minutes on the sideline, she'll be back.
So they call that a lot of time coming to soccer games, Coach. A lot of time, coming to these soccer games as a spectator, you hear the parents in the crowd complaining they don't really understand the rules. Sometimes rules in soccer are a little different than some of the other sports. Of course, way better than girls lacrosse. I don't know if you've been to a girls lacrosse game, try to figure out what's going on.
I can't figure that game out at all. Certainly, that game has more whistles in it than a field hockey game. But, yeah, every sport a little bit different. This one a little bit new to some folks.
Right.
And, as their youth, they didn't play, so they may not have a feeling for the game.
And so now another opportunity for Wayne as Skylar Parrish eyes down Ava Ingersoll, and now Abby Lynch clears the trouble out into touch. So with 21:45 to go in the ball game, Mynderse holding to a 1-0 lead.
Ingersoll has been a very dangerous player in the second half.
Nice touch by Lynch, and she's able to play it herself, but can't clear it. And all of a sudden, the Wayne Eagles a little bit invigorated here, re-energized. As we see Ariana Dugan in the right side battling. So Dugan and Lukowski up front, the midfield of Sinicropi, Koberger, Worth, and Pagan now for Mynderse. And in it goes to Lando, who gets it out and up ahead. And now all of a sudden the Mynderse Lady Blue Devils kind of on their heels a bit after controlling much of the action for most of the morning.
This is the time we want to try to squeeze this, and they've done a pretty good job. They've gained about 20 yards. You can see the spaces between the lines of Mynderse, though. And right now, there's no one. Well, right there you get number 5, Ella Solis, in between the lines there, but Wayne not able to find her.
So good support for Lando, who then now recovers, and nice play getting it out for a throw rather than a corner. As you see the beautiful foliage here as we near begin the last week of October here in the Finger Lakes. As Lukowski plays it right side, and we got a couple of subs ready to check in. Next Mynderse throw, it looks like it's going to be, one of them is going to be Maddie Verke, and the other one is going to be Hannah Kapachi. Nice cross, but broken up by Lando for the moment, and Lando still staying on ball against Hannah Ruffle, and still hampering Ruffle, and now up top to Salsi, who tries to swing it over, and she does, and Malmoon now eyed by Kohlberger. Nice touch, and Ella Worth trying to come out of that pack with it. And Mynderse really pushed in. Ella didn't have anywhere to go with that ball, even if she had gained control. And there is a whistle, and it's going to be a mass break, Coach. So we are going to step aside for about 90 seconds. And when we come back, when we come back, we'll have the conclusion of this one with Mynderse in control 1-0, seemingly in control, but the Wayne Eagles threatening as of late. We've got about 20 more minutes of soccer coming at you straight ahead here on FingerLakes1.com.
This live broadcast of Wayne Finger Lakes High School soccer is made possible through the support of Bondadent Dental Laboratories, committed to our community and proud to support local high school student athletes. From the quality of their restorations to the quality of their relationships, for over 70 years, Bondadent has been bringing excellence to everything they do. Learn how you can become a part of the special team at bondadent.com and work with the best. At FingerLakes1.com, we have always pledged to you to bring the most comprehensive local news coverage, access to timely information, and a locally focused, entertaining media option. Support FingerLakes1.com and help us bring you more great local sports coverage like this by visiting patreon.com/FL1.
DeSanto Propane is 4 generations strong as a trustworthy family-owned business with unmatched customer service. Go online at DeSantoPropane.com for more info. DISANTO Propane.com or call toll-free at 1-800-752-4574 today. DeSanto. Since 1937, the difference has been DeSanto Propane.
Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. Check out Dr. Rod and Dr. Liz online at littlejohnortho.com. Now, back to the game.
And welcome back live to Bracht Field in Seneca Falls, New York. Jim Sinicropi and Al Loucks here with you for the final 19 minutes and 24 seconds of this one, as the Blue Devils, with a first half goal by Ella Worth, started the second half in looking for a second goal. Had a couple opportunities, but as of late, Coach, it's been Wayne pushing the pressure.
Very similar to the first half. It was about this time in the first half where Wayne mounted a 5 or 6 minute pressurizing attack, and they've done it again. Of course, scoring a goal that was taken away on interference to the keeper, which I think was a very good call.
So about ready to get back into play, and we saw in that play that you mentioned, the interference play, one of the top players for Wayne, Brittany Serowick, was injured. She went to the sideline. I can't tell if she was warming up during that last mass break. Can't tell if she's in there or not.
I don't see that she's returned.
Now up ahead to Sinicropi. Is that? No, that would be Dugan. And that's Sinicropi getting beat on the sideline and out into touch for a throw-in. Morgan Trout right underneath the beautiful digital scoreboard here at Mynderse Academy. And you also will notice behind that scoreboard the construction on the new bus garage that's been going on since the summer.
That'll be well used. That old building was on its way out.
I tell you, by looking at the structure, the two-story structure, the roof or a second-story window might be a great vantage point to watch some soccer, football, field hockey, or lacrosse action.
Absolutely.
Out on the field when it's completed. And put some luxury suites up there, maybe some corporate boxes.
You get a couple more cameras.
Yeah, there you go. Nice play by Trout. Tries to force it into the corner, but a good defensive play by the Eagles. But Lando steps up, and now Minders could be in trouble if she could have got that ball away. Now she's by Trout, and Trout perhaps a push in the back of Addison Rice. So again, another opportunity coming up for Wayne to get something going in their own attacking third. And so these little opportunities that the Minders back line was doing a really good job of cleaning up. Now maybe, I don't want to say they're getting sloppy, but maybe a little bit of fatigue could be.
Certainly fatigue is settling in. Certainly, you're coming off a break. Whenever there's a stoppage of a game, you're going to have 5 minutes of, kind of resorting the system out and sorting out how we want to play, whether we be Wayne or Minders. So right now, Wayne seems to have the majority of play.
Nice touch by Sinicropi to Verke. It's a race for the ball, and out into touch. 16 minutes, 50 seconds remain as Minders looking for 2 wins in a row, heading into their game Monday night at North Rose Wolcott. A little out-of-league contest traveling up to Wayne County. And at this point, Minders needing all the sectional points they can get. Now, this game being Wayne normally an Class A school and A2, this year a Class B1 school. So they don't get that opportunity at those extra sectional points for beating the bigger school. But Kohlberger here with it to Lukowski. Lukowski pushed a little, holds control, and she's down. No call. She's got to get back up now and get back at it. Sinicropi now on the ball, beat, and here comes Wayne.
Yeah, Addison Rice for Wayne is real tidy with the ball. Cut the ball open and able to play a pass forward.
Great ball by Worth there because Sky Parrish now had plenty of space. Maybe held it a bit too long, but she's going to get it right back into the attacking third, and a chance there. Now Capaci kind of letting it go out of bounds there. I might have pushed up and made that touch and tried to keep the attack going.
I agree with you right there. Especially because you had numbers. You could have played numbers up down the flank.
Come on, White. Goes long and goes long. Watch it.
And Lukowski, if she can win this one, she's got good position. She's going to try to maybe pull it back and force a corner. And what do we have here? That's outside the box, whatever the whistle was for. It looks like they're going to whistle Darby or either that or just call out for a goal kick. Looks like a goal kick. 15 minutes remain.
So Trinity is returning here right now. But it looks like she's going to play in the midfield.
Checking in for Peyton Shales, who's had a fantastic game in her own right.
Yep, she has. I've enjoyed watching her play today. Very calm on the ball.
Now Worth with one touch back into Lukowski and Verke. And now Capaci keeps it in, and they're going to give a handball as that one hit a little bit above the elbow. But 14 minutes. 30 seconds remain as we'll count this one down in this one goal margin. Heading late into the early afternoon of Saturday as Lukowski battles for it. Not afraid to get a little physical. Nice save, but they're going to say that was out. From our vantage point, that looked like she kept it in. I think Darby agrees with me. The entire ball has to come over the line, correct, Coach?
That is correct. Yep. It's got to come over the line.
Not just touching it.
Player can be out of bounds. Ball has to be inbounds.
Clock continues to tick. 13 minutes, 45 seconds. And now Sky Parrish with a big throw into the box. And now Capaci had a chance to get it across. Now she's lost the ball, and Parrish keeps it in. And it's just getting a little bit easier for the Eagles here. Nice job by Lando rolling that out to Parrish, and now Worth finds Capaci, who can't control it, and that's going to end that build-up. Although as Worth tries to step in, and Lando's going to send it back in, but she whiffed. And now Capaci. So Mynder's getting a little sloppy with the touches and passing here. Now it goes to the side to Sinicropi's going to try to save it, but
come away from their game a little bit. In the earlier part of the game, they were playing a lot of two-touch. Receive, open up, play a good pass. Right there, you saw three players try to take a one-touch ball and misplay it, unfortunately. Wayne getting a little bit of midfield play together. If they can now with Ingersoll up top, it looks like they're trying to attack out of a 4-5-1 right now. They've gone with 5 in midfield, which will allow them to get a little bit more possession. Verke again, great job to find the space between the lines. Fantastic.
So Kohlberger now to Capaci. Capaci one touch and across to nobody wanted to go after that one. Although Sinicropi with a chance now. Sinicropi's going to take a shot right at Groff.
Groff is a solid goalkeeper. She had a good angle on that. Good shot by Jackie Sinicropi, but Groff in the right place.
I think it's maybe with younger players, Coach, when those girls get that shot as a younger player, they just try to kick it, and they don't really look first at where they could potentially place it, and that one was right at the goalie. Got a little excited for my daughter's chance at a first varsity goal.
Needs to take a look where the goalkeeper is first, put her head back down, and finish the ball where the goalkeeper is not.
So now Sinicropi's going to check out of the game, and it looks like Serena Pagan going to check back in, and Coach Morin having a word with Jackie on the sideline as Morgan Trout throws it in. with 11 minutes, 20 seconds remaining. And now Verke on the right side. Going to be a throw-in. Getting the one goal coming off the foot of Ella Worth. And now a cross coming, a nice cross, but Groff there. Thought that ball, from our vantage point, was a little more away from the
Yeah, it's got to pull that away from Groff. But certainly played a dangerous ball, but needs to play it away from the keeper a little bit more.
Step into there, Hannah. Nope. And it pops out for Wayne. Nice battle for the ball with Capaci and Megan Mamoon, and they are going to whistle Capaci. It's going to be a free kick for Wayne.
Yeah, her forearm came up. She pushed off a little bit, but a nice individual battle by both players.
10 minutes, 30 seconds remain. And here comes the ball into the attacking third of Wayne, and maybe a shot here, but Lando is trying to clear it, and it goes out for a goal kick. So, Coach, you know, you're a defender like Grace Lando there, and she could have easily just kicked it out for a corner, but you could tell she didn't want to give up the corner. What would you tell a player in that position?
Well, I think our first touch, and again, this is something that has to happen on the training ground a lot, and Mynder's not prepared to do it today. But that first touch could have gone directly back to the goalkeeper, who could have played that away. However, once she got in that spot, I thought Grace did a great job of not giving up the restart. We've talked a lot about that today. We don't want to be giving up restarts if you're Minders. So, you know, she was able to play a ball off of Serowick, and out it came for a goal kick.
And that ball, what do we have here?
Looks like we got a handball.
Okay, so it's going to be a free kick for Minders. We're now inside of the 80th minute of play, or the 70th minute of play here in Seneca Falls. So just 9 minutes, 15 seconds on the clock. Minders holding to that slim 1-goal lead. And now Worth steps in but can't get in. And we might have another chance for Wayne here. Kohlberger gets a foot on it. Now Serena Pagan with a lot of space there. Could have just kept that on a foot.
She needed to keep that and draw the defender to her.
Sprawl them out.
Now a nice pop out there by Morgan Trout, getting her right foot on the ball. But here comes Wayne again with 8 minutes and 39 seconds left, and another nice play by Serena Pagan to halt the charge from the Eagles. 8 minutes, 30 seconds to go in this one.
And Katie Petrata for Wayne, coming out of that left back spot, did really well to get forward there. She is dangerous when she comes forward.
Good job by Lando again, as she's now pushing out way away from her normal position, as she's kind of marking the same girl that Serena Pagan is marking, and now they're doubled up on Ella Salsi. And Kohlberger there. Now Kohlberger smartly just taking the space herself, and a nice play out there to Abby Lynch. Maybe just a second too late getting there, but Ella Worth now pops it ahead, and Lukowski with a good touch there had a shot at getting it on goal. But great defense by Katie Petrata.
Nice read of the game by Ella Worth there, because the back four of Wayne was pressed up real high, and both Verke and Lukowski had one-on-one opportunities.
So we just got a good look at Sirowick back in the game there, pushing up the right side past Hannah Capaci and into her own attacking third, but it's going to be a throw for Minders, as we now have Jackie Sinicropi checking back into the game for Capaci. The Mechanic Street connection, Jackie and Hannah both living on Mechanic Street in Seneca Falls.
White, mark up, White. Right on him. Get right on him.
Go, Nunes, go.
Parrish plays it up, tries to play to Lukowski, back in and over the head of Sky Parrish, and I'm pretty sure Lando will just clear it out. No, she doesn't. It's still in Sirowick now, but Lando recovers. Sirowick trying to get by Grace. Can't. Grace is all over. There's a lot of contact. The ref's right there with no call.
Let that go.
Lukowski now pops it back to the back line of Wayne. And now back into the attacking third, and this could be trouble, but Morgan Trout coming over, tries to clear it. Jackie Sinicropi now against Sirowitz. knocks it out for a throw.
Very,
6 minutes.
Very physical few minutes we're going to see towards the end here, Jim.
6 minutes, 12 seconds to be exact. As it's across into danger. Well, that was a rough touch there for Constantinu. And Sinicropi now again knocks it out for a throw. So Mynderse seems to be in that let's kill time mode, and once they stopped really trying to get that second goal, it seems like Wayne has gotten some opportunities.
Wayne's got them locked in right now, and they've got some players turned the wrong way. You can see Kohlberger just
Shot coming. No, Kohlberger gets into the mix and breaks it up, and up ahead to Lukowski, who nice step in front, but
great strong tackle by Kohlberger, and right at the top of the box.
now Lukowski just chips it back into her side, and now Sinicropi, instead of stepping in front, kind of just yielded to Ava Ingersoll. And now Sirkowitz with plenty of time. Mynderse defenders late to the ball. Ella Worth now with a touch outside to Serena. Or no, that would be Serena Pagan over there.
Just a little heavy on the touch. Looked like she was thinking about trying to play a ball forward to Lukowski.
Inside 5 minutes now here from Seneca Falls.
Well, Mynderse with a lead now. They do have a sub up, so that's going to cause things to stop. Clock will stop under the final 5 minutes here in high school play.
If you have the lead.
If you have the lead, which Mynderse presently does.
Oh, almost a shot there. Morgan Trout broke it up. Here comes Sinicropi. Maybe could have carried that into space. Instead found an open Lukowski, but the ball goes through, and now Worth with it. And right now these Mynderse Blue Devils got to step into space. They're just too easily marked, I believe, by the Wayne defense in that midfield. As we have a whistle and a clock stoppage with 4:08 to play. And we actually have a player down. So Mynderse will get that sub in, but I think the clock stopped because Ella Salkshi is down on the field, and this will give Mynderse a chance to maybe regroup. Looks like she's okay.
Yeah, Wayne has done a really good job with their front six, pressing on to the backs of Mynderse, and the last 5 or 10 minutes here, they have a difficult time getting out.
Is there the Blue Devils are trying to come together here for the last 4:08. And Ella Salchi is up and walking off the field.
She's played a really good game in the center of the park. So hopefully she can return for this last couple of minutes and give them every opportunity to draw level. Nice to see both teams huddled together, both teams having leadership. You see kids leading kids. Great to see.
And so we're getting ready to get back under play here. Again, want to thank Bonnet Dental Laboratories, Dr. Littlejohn and Dr. Barbie Orthodontics, Ferrara Lumber, Sinicropi Florists, CV Designs, Fall Street Brewing Company, Seneca Falls Country Club, and Parker's Grill and Tap House, along with the Mynderse Girls Soccer Boosters for their support of our coverage of local high school soccer. The throw goes to Verke, who's battling for it on the sideline, out for another throw. Morgan Trout now pushes up with that green captain's band on her left arm. And in it goes again.
Nice run by Lukowski there. Oh, just make the game simple. Play that ball back to Trout. Play the way you face. Build yourself out of there. Instead, we give Mynderse gives the ball away, and now it's goal kick coming out with 3:30 left in the contest. It's going to make a difficult time for Mynderse here.
So time not on the side of the Wayne Eagles with 3:20 to go as we look for that goal kick to come out off the foot of Juliana Groff. But again, Lukowski with a chance there. And now Worth has it. Sinicropi's on the flank And she pops it into Lukowski. Nice look. Verke now with it, can turn and shoot. Instead, she finds Lukowski. Can't get a boot on it. And it is out for a throw. Good defensive play by the Eagles, but with inside of 3 minutes now, the Lady Blue Devils should be in no hurry. And again, so Lukowski, a junior, Worth, a sophomore, Sinicropi and Verke there, freshman, Kohlberger, a sophomore. When you see them work together like that, coaches, that's out for a corner now. It's exciting to think that they can get that much better over the next few years.
Exactly. They're only going to get better. Now, Mynder's going to take a corner here, and I know Ella plays a great ball. However, you got 2 minutes left. Somebody go tight. Play a ball. Keep the ball in the corner.
Yep.
Do not play this ball crossed.
Looks like she's going to. There's nobody coming up for that short corner.
No. She's getting away with taking her time here, but
nice. Oh, great play by Groff, and she should be looking for a quick counter now.
And
here it comes.
And she is, yep.
No, so the Trout needs to win this one here, and she is. She's slowing the advance of the Eagles. Great job by Morgan Trout, the senior there, and we're now down to 1 minute and 35 seconds left. And
tell you what, Groff has been fantastic in goal.
So far, she's saved, according to our stats, 11 Minder shots, giving up 1. Our Minders goalie, Olivia Meston, we haven't had to call her name too often today. Just 2 shots on goal. One ball that did find the net was called off due to interference, as we now are at 1 minute remaining here at Bracht Field. Oh, and Worth kind of missed that one, and Lando's going to have to clean it up, and she does. Wayne going to hurry now with 49 seconds remaining. And uh-oh, this is trouble. Could be trouble. Kohlberger clears it out. Lukowski's got to get it out of there. She's pushed. No call. Yeah, there's the whistle.
That is a foul.
That could just about do it, because you're going to assume that Minder is going to really take their time here. And if we can get a strong kick down into our own end.
Yeah, even better off. Just have somebody
play
check
it over
back
to the right. Yeah.
Just have somebody check back here behind the referee. Play a short ball. Hold it on the touchline. Instead, we're playing Minder's playing it right up the middle of the park.
Could have given a chance for a counter.
Right, counter's on. So again, one of the lessons that Minder's going to learn from today is they're going to have to learn how to kill off a game.
So 5 seconds left. Looks like they are going to survive here and get their first win over the Wayne Eagles in recent memory as the time expires. And your final score here from Seneca Falls, New York, is Minders 1, Wayne 0. So able to secure their second straight victory. When we come back, we are going to have our Little John Orthodontics Smiles with Style post-game show. We'll wrap it all up here on a Saturday afternoon. So once again, your final score from Seneca Falls, Minders 1, Wayne 0. We'll wrap it up right on the other side.
This live broadcast of Wayne Finger Lakes High School Soccer is made possible through the support of Bondadent Dental Laboratories, committed to our community and proud to support local high school student athletes. From the quality of their restorations to the quality of their relationships, for over 70 years, Bondadent has been bringing excellence to everything they do. Learn how you can become a part of the special team at bondadent.com and work with the best. At FingerLakes1.com, we have always pledged to you to bring the most comprehensive local news coverage, access to timely information, and a locally focused, entertaining media option. Support FingerLakes1.com and help us bring you more great local sports coverage like this by visiting patreon.com/FL1.
DeSanto Propane is 4 generations strong as a trustworthy family-owned business with unmatched customer service. Go online at DeSantoPropane.com for more info. DISANTO Propane.com or call toll-free at 1-800-752-4574 today.
DeSanto.
Since 1937, the difference has been DeSanto Propane.
Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. Check out Dr. Rod and Dr. Liz online at littlejohnortho.com. Now, back to the game.
And welcome back, everybody, to Bracht Field in Seneca Falls, where your final score, again, Mynderse 1 and Wayne 0. And it's time for the Littlejohn Orthodontics Smiles with Style post-game show. Now, normally when we have these post-game shows, we do an interview with our players of the game. Of course, we're not doing that with the COVID-19 pandemic and all that. So, but we can certainly, Coach, talk about some of our players of the game. Jim Sinicropi along with Coach Al Loucks. And Coach, we were impressed with some adjustments that maybe Mynderse made from the last couple times we've seen them play heading into tonight's game, where they got a win against a league rival they haven't beaten in several years.
Yeah, first off, pay tribute to Wayne too, because it was a very well played high school game. What I really liked about Mynderse, let's start there. Mynderse made some adjustments since the other night when we saw them play, pushing the two wide backs forward, especially being able to have diagonal balls to be able to switch to play of space of attack, and that allowed them to keep some possession in the midfield, Jim. What you saw from Wayne early on, and we talked about this in the first half, very vertical in their choice to go forward. When they were able to combine and link play together, they were much more dangerous. However, always down the right side.
Yep.
All right. Trying to attack that side. May have been a game plan for all we know. Maybe they had scouted something out, felt comfortable attacking the personnel on that side. Obviously proven today that personnel stood up really fine. But again, a quality game. I think certainly both teams are going to finish their years out quite well.
Well, Coach, I know you got a game, a second game
I
to
got
go
a
watch.
game at
Good luck
12:30,
to
yeah.
Manchester. We'll let you get out of here. We'll let everybody else tuning in here get back to their Saturday here. One of the second to last Saturday of the month of October here. We'll be back online Thursday night as the boys take on the Newark Reds here at Bracht Field at 7:30 p.m. Tentative start time, as we found out last week. But we're going to say 7:30. And then on Halloween, we'll be back here at 1 o'clock as the Mynderse girls take on Pelmac. Coming up for Mynderse this week, though, before we see them again on Finger Lakes 1, will be a trip to North Rose-Wolcott on Monday night for a 6 p.m. start, and then a visit to the Rose City to take on the Newark Reds at 7:30 on what would be Wednesday night. So
Okay.
a couple games that these girls could win, potentially come into that rematch with a really good Pelmac team here at a record of 4-5. But right now they stand at 2-5-0. Wayne falls to 2-5-1. And sectionals looming in B2 for these Lady Blue Devils, who are showing a lot of improvement.
Well, great amount of improvement from one game to the next. And, we talk about that player of the game. You could name several today. Obviously, Ella Worth's goal and her quality distribution through the midfield. Certainly, Kohlberger, in the first half especially. Her second half was very good, but her first half was top-notch, top shelf. Won everything, found an outlet, and allowed them to get out of midfield. I know we talk about Grace Lando a lot during the course of a game, and she was busy today.
Yep.
But I think what she did probably better than anything that she's done all season today is she kept her defense pressed up. She kept pushing them forward, allowing them to shrink the vertical space of the field. And then finally, I want to make note of Maddie Berkey up front. I thought Maddie Berkey did a fantastic job of finding the space between the lines and receiving the ball at her feet and allowing midfield players to get underneath her.
Right. Yep, outstanding game for Maddie. And I thought Morgan Trout also great job defensively for the Blue Devils today. So, Coach, we'll wrap it up. We'll see you on Thursday night back here in the broadcast booth.
Look forward to it.
And for our entire team here at Finger Lakes 1, again, the lone goal of the game tonight coming off the foot of Ella Worth. in the first half. Mynderse able to hold on for that 1-0 victory, and they will now hit the field against North Rose Wolcott on Monday night. For Wayne, coming up next, they will be at Waterloo on Wednesday night, and then Saturday at Midlake. So for our ace cameraman, Jeremy Hunt, and our field cameraman, Jason Hunt, and my broadcast partner, Al Loucks, I'm Jim Sinicropi, hoping you have a great weekend here in the Finger Lakes, and thanks for watching high school soccer on FingerLakes1.com.